Protests happening all over the country following President Trump's executive order banning travel from 7 Muslim-majority countries. Here are the activists in New York, Boston, Philadelphia, Los Angeles right down here. The protesters even formed here in Louisville. Dozens of people gathered here at Louisville International Airport Sunday to protest Trump's order. Julian is over in the Alert Center now with more on the order that has prompted everybody to take action.
Yeah, good morning to you, John. As candidate Donald Trump, he campaigned on banning Muslims from entering the country. Now, as President Trump, he's fallen short of that. But that executive order last week concerning immigrants is still causing a big stir both at home and across the world. President Trump signing that executive order on Friday afternoon and effective immediately barred Syrian refugees from entering the United States and suspended all refugee admissions for 120 days and blocked citizens of 7 Muslim-majority countries, refugees or otherwise, from entering the U.S. for 90 days. That list includes Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen. The result, lots of confusion at airports in the U.S. and overseas. Students, visitors, and green card holding legal permanent U.S. residents and refugees stopped at airports in the U.S. and abroad. Some were blocked from entering the U.S. and sent back to their countries. On Saturday night, a New York judge blocked part of Mr. Trump's order, saying that refugees and others being held at airports in the U.S. should not be sent back to their home countries. Several judges in other states then followed suit. Now, this week, we could see a move by congressional Democrats to try and stop the order, many of them pledging to introduce legislation to do so. Meanwhile, senior administration officials calling the order a massive success story. Still to come this morning, more on what local religious leaders have to say about this immigration ban.
All right, 5:14 now. 3 separate nightclub shootings here, all with big developments this morning. Let's begin in San Francisco. The wife of the Pulse nightclub shooter, Omar Mateen, is expected to be in court today after she was arrested in the Bay Area. Authorities say Noor Salman is facing charges related to aiding and abetting Mateen's material support of ISIS and obstruction of justice. Salman apparently gave police conflicting accounts about what she knew about her husband's intentions in the hours leading up to last year's attack. And she also told investigators she knew her husband bought the guns he used to kill 49 people and injure more than 50 others at the nightclub in Orlando. Now, overseas, police here in Istanbul arrested the man they believe was behind the New Year's Eve attack in Istanbul. 39 people were killed at the Rania nightclub, and police have been on the manhunt for the suspect ever since. According to Turkish media, police believe the attack was carried out by a lone shooter. They have said this morning the man in custody has confessed to carrying out the attacks. And in Mexico, authorities still trying to figure out who was behind the shooting at this nightclub here near Cancun that killed 5 people. 15 others were wounded in the attack at the music festival, which is popular with foreigners. Julian Glover is following this one in the Alert Center. So we're learning this morning that an American was among the killed.
John, that confirmation came from the U.S. Embassy in Mexico this morning from a tweet saying Mexican authorities have confirmed the death of a U.S. citizen. They fell short of identifying that person, but family members have done that for us this morning. A picture also circulating. This is 18-year-old Alejandra Villanueva.